Big field, headed by Lieberman, 5-1 Tony McCoy. Far From Fair at 16-1 Mick Fitzgerald. Beyond the Pale and David Cross at 14-1. Also 14's Bold Bishop under Bruce Gibson. Inca Trail, Jim Cullity at 4-1. At 12-1 Nil Desperandum, Ruby Walsh. Rhinestone, Cowboy and JP Magnier. 2-1 favourites, Cento and Robert Thornton at 20-1. Arden Glass for Paul Maloney at 33-1. At 20's Autumn Stroll, Charlie Swan. Captain Flinders and Noel Feely at 25-1. At 50's Champagne Harry and Carl Llewellyn. Tom Doyle on Kingscote Thunder at 25-1. At 11-1 Limerick Leader, Richard Johnson on his comeback ride. Looks Like Value and Chris Honor at 33-1. Marshall Murat and Jimmy McCarthy at 20-1. Des Flavin rides Mohawk Brave at 33-1. Also at 33's is Pimlico for Philip Hyde. Riders Revenge and Timmy Murphy at 25-1. Super Satco, Neil Mulholland at 50-1. Colin Bolger on Trusting Paddy at 50s. At 33's VODKA, Inferno and Marcus Foley. Fiery Creek and Paul Griffiths at 66-1. And a big outsider, Tom Greenaway at 100-1 on Woman.
Murat, 33s into 20 for Charlie Egerton.
Set off in front. They're going to start at a walk and now a trot. And eventually they'll make it into a gallop. Now, many of these bumper races start like this. They start off at a crawl and develop into a sprint. And on the far side, Kingscote Thunder in a noseband. It's a shame that they're not more strongly run sometimes. In the green jacket, Mohawk Brave. The grey Looks Like Value. So it's a 2-mile race, but effectively it's going to be a lot less. In fourth place on the near side, Marshall Murat and Far From Fair, and then Autumn Stroll. So there's very much a schooling race for horses that are going to make it over jumps in the future. It's their future assignments. It gives them some experience of racing. I'm not sure how much they're learning at this early stage of this race at such a steady pace, but it will quicken up in a moment. Marshall Murat is the leader from Kingscote Thunder in second. Then Mohawk Brave on the inside of the grey Looks Like Value, with Autumn Stroll in a yellowish cap. Lieberman is out wide then, followed by Bold Bishop on the inside, Far From Fair. Trusting Paddy behind these, then Champagne Harry with Super Satco on the outside of Nil Desperandum. The favourite Rhinestone Cowboy is buried in midfield in the all dark blue jacket at the moment, wide of Beyond the Pale. Back in the pack is Woman from Fiery Creek and then Pimlico. Inca Trail is held up about 5 from the end at the moment, along with Riders Revenge, Cento. Also out the back, Arden Glass, and the back pair, Captain Flinders on the outside of VODKA, Inferno. Down the back straight, Marshall Murat continues to lead the way to Kingscote Thunder in second place. Autumn Stroll is handy too, with Lieberman on the outside. Bold Bishop in the leading 5 or 6. Super Satco in the bright orange jacket out wide of the grey Looks Like Value, with on the near side nose-banded green jacket Mohawk Brave. They're followed by Far From Fair, and then Trusting Paddy and Champagne Harry in the leading dozen or so. Nil Desperandum, red and white jacket, just getting into the shot now as they continue along the back straight. Beyond the Pale on the inside. Rhinestone Cowboy, that dark blue jacket, into about 14th place as they run towards the top of the hill. And it's still Marshall Murat, the pace a little more generous than it was. That wouldn't have been difficult. Kingscote Thunder on the inside next of Autumn Stroll. Lieberman travels well out wide for Tony McCoy. We've had all number ones winning here at Cheltenham today. Lieberman's number 1 in this race. Bold Bishop is in the firing line. Nil Desperandum not far behind the leaders, with Rhinestone Cowboy improving now quite dramatically into about 6th or 7th place on the near side. Super Satco, Mohawk Brave close up with these. Looking for Inca Trail, can't find it at the moment. Yes, it is improving a bit, Inca Trail, now in very pale silks towards the outside, going into about 10th place as they run down the hill. Lieberman on the outside of Bold Bishop in the hoop sleeves. Autumn Stroll with the white face. Rhinestone Cowboy begins to look threatening with Nil Desperandum and Inca Trail. The grey Beyond the Pale coming there strongly. On the right is Kingscote Thunder. from the early leader, Marshall Murat, as they run for the final turn. Woman has unseated the rider at the back as they run then for the bend, and it's Lieberman and Bold Bishop, these two, Rhinestone, Cowboy, and Beyond the Pale, Nil Desperandum and Inca Trail as they begin the turn in. McCoy on the outside on Lieberman, looking for the stand side rail. Bold Bishop behind them, Rhinestone, Cowboy, Beyond the Pale, the grey of the noseband looking to squeeze through as well, gets squeezed out Beyond the Pale. Inca Trail's running on strongly as well in the pink cap. It's Lieberman now challenged by Rhinestone, Cowboy as they start up the hill. McCoy versus JP Magnier, but JP's got a lot of horse under him here. Rhinestone, Cowboy gallops on ahead of Lieberman, and Rhinestone, Cowboy is winning like a class act. Rhinestone, Cowboy careers clear of Lieberman. In third then was Inca Trail. 4 Bold Bishop, followed home by Beyond the Pale and Nil Desperandum and Captain Flinders and Limerick leader Richard Johnson, eventually finishing about 9th on his comeback ride. Back behind these, VODKA, Inferno, and then Mohawk Brave and Pimlico, and then Autumn Stroll and Far From Fair. The stragglers including Kingscote Thunder and Fiery Creek and Cento and Trusting Paddy and Looks Like Value, Arden Glass, Marshall Murak, I should say, and Super Satco. Rhinestone, Cowboy, beaten in the festival bumper by Pizarro, has gone one better in some style here.
Rhinestone, Cowboy in the last 9-4 favourite, and is now 16-1 with Ladbrokes for the champion hurdle. 16-1 with Ladbrokes for the champion hurdle, Rhinestone, Cowboy. Is that right? Unbelievable. 16-1 for the champion hurdle. He just he hasn't even run over hurdles yet. 9-4 favourite. Anyway, he wins the last. Second, number 1, Lieberman at 9-2. Third, number 5, Inca Trail at 4-1. All 24